after school.
What is going on?
Book club,
I think we're live.
School.
Bob Canadian is just finishing up his
They might
stream.
go to a dance school after school.
We'll start with ours here. So welcome, everyone. Well, there's 13 people in here already. So how are you doing? Hours here. So welcome. Let's take that off. You don't need to hear me twice. I'm Brent. This is American English with this guy. Basically, for the next hour or so, I will take your questions about learning English, about American culture. You can leave them right in the chat. We're not that big. There's usually 40 people in here or so. I see that Rod, the Brazilian English teacher, is here. Now, he is going to have a premiere right after this live stream. He has an interview. And then there will be some guests from time to time. If you don't know that saying from time to time means sometimes we'll have a guest, sometimes we won't. But I just take questions here in the chat about American culture and learning English. And sometimes I tell some stories. Anya is here. Welcome, Anya. Anya and I were able to speak a little bit last week on Zoom. Luke is here. Welcome, Dr. Luke. Med, how are you? Welcome. And we do have a guest already. It's my wife, my lovely wife. Jamie Watson's here. Can we hear Jamie?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on?
Let's see. This may be a bit of a problem. I might. Oh, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on?
Let's see. See, that's the problem. I might need earphones to do this. Hey, Jamie, do you want to take over for a second, and I'll be right back?
Yeah, sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
Jamie's going to take over. This is the first time I've had guests live. So I think if I turn on the sound, there's just going to be this giant echo. But I think I have some earphones around. I'll be right back. Some sweet blue ones.
I can only hear him downstairs. I can't hear him on my phone.
Take over though.
I'm trying to really listen hard to see what I need to do. I don't know. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong with my phone, but how's everybody doing today? It's good to be back here and seeing you guys. Hi, Ahmed. How are you? I can only see, oh, hi. I can actually now it's coming up for me. I'm just not sure why I can't hear Brent or anybody else on here. I've got my volume turned up. I don't know. We'll see. I can hear him, but I don't know if other people join up, I'll be able to hear them.
Uh-oh, you might need headphones too.
I can't hear you. I'm not sure if they can. Hi, Angelica. How are you?
We might have a little delay.
This is going really well. Hear me? Really well.
Oh, this is going poorly. Let's see. But we do have Rod.
Oh, hi, there's Rod.
Hello.
We do have Rod, the Brazilian English teacher that's here.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah.
I can hear Rod.
I can't hear Rod.
Doing well. How are you?
Yeah.
Should I unplug my microphone?
Oh dear.
I can listen to the two of you perfectly. Hello.
Oh. Well, we got rid of Jamie for right now, so she can figure out how this works. But Rod is here.
But I was listening to her and listening to you perfectly.
All right, there is a major delay here, though.
Yes. Yes.
That will be problematic. That will be a problem. But Rod has a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And he will be going live right after this. Wow. Hey, Rod, I'm going to say goodbye to you for just a second, okay?
No problem.
Okay, I unmuted myself. So apparently, when I put the headphones on, it muted me. You guys are so nice for sticking around, though. This is so nice. Thank you for all the feedback. Anya, can't hear me. Hopefully you can hear me now. Maybe we'll try to bring, okay, this is live. This is live. If this was a couple nights ago, my family and I watched some news bloopers on YouTube, this would be a news blooper, I think. So let's try this one more time. StreamYard. I'm streaming on StreamYard. They are letting me down. They're letting me down. I got headphones plugged in. I'm not muted. So maybe you can still hear me. I'm going to try to bring Rod back onto the stream. Rod, how are you?
Hello.
I cannot.
Can you listen to me now?
Maybe he can hear me.
You can.
Rod, how are you?
Hello.
I cannot.
Can you listen to me now?
Maybe he can hear me.
I think there's some 30 seconds delay.
How about this? Can I hear you now?
Yes,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh my gosh. And there's not much of a delay.
Yeah, I think it's 30 seconds.
All right. I'm a little bit more under control now. Let's try to bring in Jamie. We're going to try. Let's gamble here. We'll bring 3 people on at the same time.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello.
Oh, that wasn't much of a delay.
Okay. Yeah, I can. This is working now.
Yeah,
I
think
had to
it's
unplug my microphone to be able to hear everyone.
Oh, somebody said I'm awesome. I meant to pick this one from Mr. MMA. Some bad news. He said the screen is lagging. But that's nice to see too. That's nice to see too. So throughout this broadcast, if things go better than they have been going, you will see different guests pop on. Sometimes they will have questions. Sometimes we will just get to meet some people who are learning English. Now, Rod has been learning English for a long, long time. He has an interview of me on his channel. I have an interview of him on my channel. So, Rod, did you have anything you would like to say to the people watching right now?
Well, I started my channel because of that interview with you, and you were one of the people who told me you should do it because you were capable of doing it, and I'm happy. I'm enjoying the ride, as I have told you before, and things are going well, and I have studied English for 34 years, and I teach it for over 25 years,
So I've been studying English for about 45 years.
yeah.
So we've been studying English almost as long as each other.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Rod,
was 8 years old, as I told you on that interview.
yeah. So Rod, thank you so much for your support.
My pleasure.
There is a link in the description for Rod's channel, and you should definitely check it out after this live stream. How about that?
Please. Thank you.
All right, Rod. If you want to hang out, that's cool. I'm going to bring somebody else on, and we'll just maybe go back and forth. I'll take a couple questions too.
I love
Rod.
to be in the chat. I will.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right. And there is somebody else in the chat too waiting to come on. Elena. So let's take a couple questions in the chat here. Hopefully things are going better. I'm really fed up with seeing you on cam. Oh no, can you let Jamie on cam alone? Wait, what? This is learn American English with this guy, not this girl. I realize that Jamie is more popular than I am, but I will stop talking. Jamie, do you have anything to say?
No, it's actually it's nice to be back with you guys. I know I'm not here very often. It was nice that he went at 12 today. I actually slept until like 10:20, so I'm not sure I would have made it to the 10 a.m. chat, but it's nice to be here with you guys. So I'll answer any questions that you have. I actually can't see the chat. I can only answer the questions that he puts on.
Okay, I'll do the heavy lifting for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sometimes when we say heavy lifting, we mean the stuff that's hard, the hard work. And since this is my channel, American English with this guy, I should be doing the work. Jamie is just a guest. Just a guest. You shouldn't have to work hard. That's not funny, is it?
No.
No. Awkward pause. Let's bring Elena on. And
yes, let's. This is not going well.
Elena was so nice that she sent us both gifts a couple weeks ago, and we are getting some gifts ready to send back to her. But when she comes on, I might ask her. Her English is very good. We've spoken on Zoom before. I'm going to ask her to tell her a little bit about herself and how long she's been studying English, and then maybe she'll have a question for us. I don't know. Elena. I'm trying to say it in Russian. Are you ready, Elena?
Well, okay, am I here? I just can't see myself on the screen.
We can't see you either.
We can hear you though. Hi, Elena.
Hi. So you only can hear me, right? Okay, I guess there is something wrong with my camera, but anyway, hello everyone. Okay, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear. Hi, Elena.
Okay, great. So I'm here. It's so nice to be here with you.
We're glad to have you.
Okay, great.
I think Britt wanted you to tell us a little bit about yourself and about your journey to learning English.
Okay, yeah. So I'm from Russia. As you already know, I'm from Russia, and I come from St. Petersburg. It's a beautiful city, and I really like it here. Speaking of my journey studying English, I guess I'm not sure exactly how long I've been studying it, but I guess over 3 years by now. And firstly, I studied it just for finding a new job, but then it became just my hobby, and now I just get so much fun from it.
It's hard to believe that you've been only learning English for 3 years because your English is very, very good, Elena. Yes. Yes.
Thanks. Music to my ears.
I can understand you very well, and I would have no idea that you've only been speaking English for 3 years.
Thanks. I had some great practice. I've been to the United States twice, and I had some really enjoyable conversations with native speakers. And of course, your channel helps me a lot.
Well, Elena, thank you so much. It's so nice. Yeah, I'm going to just echo what Jamie said. Sometimes when we say I'm going to echo, it means I'm going to say the same thing. But it's hard to believe that you've only been studying English for 3 years, and Russian and English are such different languages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Thanks, friend. Thanks a lot.
Did you have any question? You don't have to, but did you have any question you'd like to ask on air about learning English? Or listening to you speak, I would think that you didn't have any questions about English.
Well, I've been thinking what question I could ask you, so it would be interesting for you to ask it. It's not exactly about like grammar or meaning of the words, but the question is, what is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
So as far as like a hobby, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe, or maybe a spontaneous purchase or something like this, or spontaneous decision to go on a trip. Maybe.
Oh, okay. So like a big decision that we've made in our life?
Yeah, maybe something like this, something spontaneous. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So not a grammar question. That's good. And then when you said continuous, I was like, oh, the continuous tense. Okay. So thank you, Elena. That's a great question.
Okay.
I'm going to take you off for now. And then if you want to hang out and you have a question, maybe we'll bring you back on.
Sure, we'll be here in the chat.
Elena,
Right.
it was so nice to actually speak to you. Thank you again for the gifts that you sent us. That was such a nice surprise and so fun to open. Thank you so much.
We still have to eat our Russian chocolate too.
I know.
Thanks. You let me know what you think about this chocolate.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Elena. Elena. It's almost like a Y at the beginning. Elena. So a personal question, what's the biggest decision we've had to make in our lives? What would you say? Do you want me to go first or would you like to?
Go ahead. You can go first.
Okay. So back when I was 20, I don't think we've talked about how we've met, or we might have, Jamie. Jamie is my wife, just in case you didn't realize. But we met when I was 20 and Jamie was 19. And I was living about 1,300 miles away. And we met online back in 1996. And I had a major decision to make. Should I move away from Maine and move down to her state of Alabama? I was young at the time, so it wasn't as big a decision, but I think that was a pretty big leap to leave my home, leave my family to head down and live with you. I also went to Europe by myself when I was 19 for a month. I just backpacked around. So that was a pretty big decision, I think. How about you, Jamie?
Yeah, I would say that decision to move in together. I mean, we've been together for a year, but we had not lived in the same state that whole time. And I think the other big decision for us was actually moving from Alabama to Maine. Was a pretty big decision for us. Luckily, we haven't had to make too many life-changing decisions. We've been pretty happy here in Maine, and I mean, we're going to probably finish our career here, and then our next big decision will probably be where we live in retirement.
Yeah. The next big decision. Yeah. Luckily, our life has been pretty calm. I was just looking through the chat to see if there were any questions, but Philippe, I missed it. I would like to take a and Diego from Brazil will be on with us in just a minute. I have spoken to Diego. I believe Rod and I and Diego were all in a chat a little while. Look at, and Anya. I learned last week I've been pronouncing Anya's name wrong. Anya's from Germany, and she also echoed what we said, that Yelena's English is just impressive.
K Mega said that the video was blurry. Is that still true?
I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Emmanuel. Brent, yesterday I had a class where I got to use the phrasal verb I learned from you. Oh, duck over. Oh, I thought this was a question. It's just another nice thing. Thank you so much. Thank you for each lesson. My English has been improving by leaps and bounds. Ooh, sounded very natural there at the end, by leaps and bounds. Nicely done. It's always nice to hear when, I make a video and it might have helped a person. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't see it. Oh, more praise for Elena, which she definitely deserves. Mickey Ellis is here from Greece, maybe a first-time viewer. Welcome. So, Jamie, do you think we should bring Diego on now? This is a good time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it.
Diego's a great guy. I've known him a little bit. I believe he has a son who is about 8 years old. Maybe he'll tell us a little bit about himself when he comes on. Diego, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Diego.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you listening? Okay.
Yeah, there was a little echo
Okay.
at first, but small echo, but that's it.
For me, it's perfect.
Yeah. Great. So, Diego, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm from Brazil, São Paulo, Brazil, and I've been studying English for, I think, more than 10 years, but I started and stopped, and now, for the first time, I've been studying seriously, and also I've been taking class with Rod. He's helping me a lot. So that's it. That's a little bit about me.
Oh, very nice. Did you have to stop because you had a child?
No, actually, I think I was not committed.
Oh,
Yes, actually, now, as I think I told you once, I have plans to move out to Canada. And now I think I have a big purpose, and that's why I'm studying a little bit more.
Very nice. Well, your English is great. Everybody can hear that. But I know when, ooh, I'm going to just put you on mute for a second here. I think I can do that. Yeah, the echo is gone. I know when Jamie and I had children, we had 2 children back to back, but all of the hobbies that we had disappeared. And it was like baby, for a little while. So I didn't know if that's why you had started and you stopped. So I'll let Diego.
Yes, I used to go to the gym and play soccer, but when I became a father, I stopped doing it. But learning English, I think I always struggle with English learning, but now I am studying. I'm happy, and I'm also happy with my progress. I know it's a long journey, but I think I've been improving. So I'm happy. And today, like, I'm happy because I'm talking with you guys, and for me, it's happy because I can see that I am improving. And it's a big challenge for me, like speak on the camera and with a native people. I think it's good.
I was just going to say the same thing, that it's one thing if you were speaking Portuguese in front of a lot of people, that might be difficult, but you're speaking a foreign language in front of, 40 people on camera. But I love what Diego said. It is a long journey. This doesn't happen overnight. A lot of programs will try to tell you, oh, become fluent in 30 days. And that is just not the case.
But Diego, your English is very, very good as well. Totally can understand you.
Thank you, Jimmy. I was a little bit afraid when I saw Brent's video saying that you were going to have a live stream. I said, no, I'm not doing it. But now here I am. I'm happy. So it's nice.
Hey, Diego, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
We might do this again next month or so.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you, Diego.
So that's out of the way. Diego never has to come on to a live stream for the first time. The next time he does it, it will be the second time. Well done, Diego. Thank you so much. All right, so Monty has a question here. Can I say a long trip? I think what he's talking about is for English, studying English and becoming fluent. Can you say that is a long trip? I would think so. We sometimes have a saying
Long
here.
journey.
Yeah, a long journey is what we would normally say. But if you want to throw in, sometimes we say this. It's been a long, strange trip.
If you didn't know, Brent likes the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, that's probably.
That quote was my senior quote. What a long, strange trip it's been for high school.
Yeah, so in high school, a lot of times that last class of high school, the last year, it's called your senior year, and you'll have like a famous saying or a quote, and that was Jamie's, and it comes from a Grateful Dead song, which is an American band. I think they're only popular in the United States from like many years ago. They're an older band, but yeah, I would say, oops, what is that? We'll get back to that. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I think if you want to be a little different though, journey could work, but I mean, trip could work, but yeah, like Shea says, it's journey's better. But if you want to be a little poetic, a little different feel, be fine. Let's see. Oh, that's so nice. Abner, thank you.
Oh,
so
thank you
guys,
so much.
I love the fact that you both are married, and it's even more fantastic that you guys share the same passion for teaching English. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And Patty Candle, is from France. It's maybe a long trip, but so fun and interesting and inspiring. Yeah, it's so great to get here on live stream and see a lot of people that want the same thing. They want to learn English, and if we can help in any way, I think that's a bonus. Sita. Sita is going to be joining us here in just a minute. Sita and I spoke last week as well. And look at Aroni said carpe diem. Carpe diem. That's actually comes from the Latin, but we use it here in English, meaning seize the day. Don't waste the day. Carpe diem. All right, Sita, we're going to bring you on. Don't be too nervous. You're going to do great. Your English is amazing. Sita, how are you? Uh-oh.
Oh, hello, Sita.
Oh, no. Sita's microphone is not working. We'll bring you back, Sita, when you figure it out. She's not going anywhere. She's just in like a waiting room. So she'll figure it out. I tried to unmute her, but it was still muted. It happens. It's live. It's live. All right, Felipe, I've missed his question again. Oh, hang on. Look at this. Boom. Found it. What is the correct pronunciation for Coke, Coca-Cola drink? Because I see that many Brazilians pronounce it wrong. And sometimes the other person understands it like, oh, cocaine, or even other words. Yeah, we just say Coke, but out of context, if you don't have other words around it, I mean, I think most people will be talking about Coca-Cola, but if you are into drugs and you say, hey, you want some Coke, that person might have to ask, oh, do you mean Coca-Cola or cocaine? But I mean, when Jamie and I talk, oh, what's that? We always talk about Coca-Cola.
Yes, for sure. I've never done drugs, any type of drug actually. But a lot of times they'll say, do you want to do a line of Coke? If you're talking about the cocaine.
Right. Jamie would know.
Some Coke. Like usually there's an adjective or, I mean, not an adjective, a verb before that. Right? Is that right, Brent?
I think so. Do you want to do some Coke?
Coke.
Do you want to drink a Coke? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, Sita disappeared. Maybe Sita will come back. But I think last time one of us had problems with our microphone too. But all right, Elena said, Diego, good job. Your English is awesome. I could not agree more. Yeah, Aroni. Again, thank you, Aroni, for moderating in the chat. He says you have to be careful of the word Coke sometimes. Aroni also has a channel. If you are looking to learn Italian, it's a great channel. I just watched it this morning, actually. He did a, Sita's back. He did a, I can't remember. It was 3 different verbs, but he did a lesson on Italian verbs. Nori. I thought Nori might be joining us online here, but she has a question for us, Jamie. Dear Jamie and Brent, can you clarify for me the meaning of the verb yield? Yield. Yeah, we certainly can.
So, I mean, we use that a lot in driving. There's actually a yield sign. It's a red triangle with a smaller white triangle in it. It says to yield. That just means you can keep, it's not like a stop sign. You either have to stop or yield to traffic if it's coming and wait for that traffic to come, or you can yield if no traffic is coming, you can just keep going. I know we talk about yield in other ways, like if you're walking, things like that. So I'll let you explain that, but I use it mostly in driving. I don't really use that word in my vocabulary at all when I'm talking.
Oftentimes in our government, when people are sharing time, they might say, I yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from California. So sometimes you'll hear yield when a couple people are speaking, but it's in very formal situations. So I yield my time, meaning I give my time to another person. So I think that's the only ways that I've heard of. The way that Jamie explained, like letting someone go before you, you don't have to stop, and then the formal government kind of way. Yeah, I did. I watched a lot of Italian this morning, and so okay, this is the way I learn Italian. Sometimes I take notes, but with Aroni's video this morning, I didn't worry about, because I will go back and watch that video again, but I didn't want to get too caught up in memorizing. I wanted to let it wash over me, and then the next time I listen to it, I will know it better. But I don't like having to, I do write things down sometimes, and I think it helps me remember. But sometimes I will just do it and maybe listen for an hour, and I'll listen to many different things just to become more familiar with the language. No, that is not so. That is not so. BCA. No, if that was a question, I might have answered it. No, there have been some non-members who have asked questions. We've taken them. But it's just the members, just because I know them. Oh, Nico's here. So we have spoken over the week, and I said, hey, if you would like to join, here is a link. So Sita is back. Oh, hello world. I have a question. How to learn some pronunciation? That is a great question. And what I do is two things: lots and lots of listening. When I'm learning my Italian, I think that you can't listen enough. You can never listen too much. I think a lot is my opinion, but I think it's right that you can listen. Get the language inside of your head. And then what I do is I will often do something called shadowing. If you've ever heard that, shadowing. And I have a link, an app, it's called Link, where it will take the words and I can push on a word on the screen and I can repeat right after it, or I can repeat after each sentence. But I think shadowing will really help you with your pronunciation. If you are at an advanced level, speak with native speakers. Speak with language partners. Go to Hello Talk. That's a great app for finding language partners. And then when you're speaking, you can really practice on your pronunciation. But out of respect to the person listening, you should do lots and lots of practicing before you get in front of somebody to start speaking. Now, that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I think it's accurate. All right, we have Sita. We're going to try Sita again. And then I think Nori just came in. So we might get to see Nori after. All right, here we go. Sita, welcome again. I don't hear Sita. Sita, I can't hear you.
I wonder if you unplug your earphones. I had to do that here on my camera. Like I had to unplug my mic from my from the, is it the input or the output?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But something
that's too
like
bad.
That. We'll get Sita, keep trying. We'll bring you back on. All right, next up is Nori. And I don't want to say too much. She's from Hungary. And she speaks really good English too. So we'll bring Nori on. Maybe she has a question. Maybe she'll tell us a little bit about herself. Nori, welcome.
Hello, guys.
Nori.
Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine.
So, hello, dear Jamie and Brent. So, yeah, I didn't want to get away, so it wasn't my intention. Just I haven't found the link, but of course it's there in a YouTube notification. Yeah, I guess. So
yeah, I put in the members tab.
Yeah. So thank you for this idea. I find it really, really cool. So I think it is really interesting to see each other. So just thank you for this idea. I'm glad that you have this.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. And like I was telling Nori and Bob the Canadians chat, I did a little research on Hungary. I like the country of Hungary. and did a little research and found out that I did it with my students, but the country I picked was Hungary, just because it's such a unique country that the Hungarian language doesn't have any language relatives around it. It's just like its own little piece of Europe.
Yeah, at least it's unique, but it's pretty hard. It's really difficult. Yeah, just imagine I found someone, I guess 2 weeks ago, who wanted to start learning Hungarian. So, wow, but he can speak really well English because it's his native language. So we decided to teach each other, and it's really fun. And I just feel how difficult it is to feel what other one would need, how to start this whole thing. But I really appreciate your work, because now I feel I don't say that I couldn't imagine it, but now when I'm in that situation, I feel that it's pretty hard. Oh my God. But so thank you so much for all the effort you do, boss.
Wow.
And maybe should I ask? Are you prepared?
Nori always has great questions, and sometimes she will have a lot. Do you take notes on the questions?
Always.
Okay.
I said my Google Keep almost freezed because there's a long list with my questions, and yeah, I don't think it will end in this life. So just one. It won't be so difficult, I guess. So the expression come term with something means that you can accept that a new difficult situation you have to face, or so does it mean something like that?
I do believe it. I'm writing it in the chat right now. Come to terms with something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Madi says that you are very smart.
Very smart.
So I've done a little research on the hardest languages for English speakers to learn. Hungarian is one of the hardest. So that means if you're a native Hungarian speaker, English would be also equally hard. So well done. Well done. So the question was to come to terms with something. Yeah, often if something is difficult, then the first thing I thought of was like the death of a loved one. So when that happens, you're still struggling. Like we might say, you'll never get over it.
Oh.
There's a phrasal verb there, never get over it. But if you do get over it, then you can say, I've come to terms with it.
I see. So it's about a serious thing happened and not that you run out the pizza, for example.
Oh, about pizza?
Yeah, so it's not about like you run out the pizza and you can come terms with this situation.
No, Jamie, what do you think about that? To come to terms with something, that's always serious?
Well, it's not always serious. Most of the time it is regarding death or a decision that your work has made, either whether to keep you or fire you, or you've come to terms with a decision that someone else has made. You may not like that decision, but you've come to terms with it, you're dealing with it, and you're moving on. And like it's the same way as death. You may not ever get over that decision, but you need to move on and come to terms with it. I mean, it could be used for that pizza. Like,
okay, how?
Well, for example, this morning I wanted to make oatmeal, and there was no milk. And I actually panicked for a little bit because I was so hungry and I was really craving something warm and I wanted oatmeal. So I was either thinking of going to the store in the freezing cold, which I did not want to do, or I came to terms with it and made the decision to have leftover pizza.
I can totally relate to you. I see your point.
Yep. So, I mean, we wouldn't necessarily, I did come to terms with it, but that was a quick, I got over it really quickly. But a lot of times, like a decision or death, people don't get over things quickly, but they have to come to terms with it or move on.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much again.
Hey.
You have really a lot to me, really.
Nori,
thank you so much, Nori.
I would like to do this every so often and have Nori back and Sita back, and I think Aroni is on deck too.
You can count on me, guys. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nori.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, yeah, Nori's been around for a long time. I remember we had some chats this summer. So, and Hungary, Budapest. I would love to visit Budapest one day. Philippe says, who wants a glass of Coke there? The drink, guys, the drink. That helps too if you say a glass of Coke. Then there's no doubt you're not asking somebody for a line of Coke.
Jeez.
Okay, so that is a good question. If you are joining late, there are some channel members that we've been talking for a few months, or in the case of Nori, she and I have been talking for many months. And so I wanted to bring people on, get to know them a little bit, let them ask questions on this chat. So you could actually see the question as it is being asked by someone who has been studying English just like you. And all of the Elena and Diego and Nori and Rod, of course, Rod was on earlier. They're just great English speakers. So I'm hoping that if you are sitting at home and you're thinking, oh, I will never be able to learn English, you've just seen 4 people in this chat who did not speak English as a child, but learned it later in life. So it can be done. It can be done. And there's some proof right there for you. Lucia, sometimes it happens to me as well. Uh-oh, maybe we should look. Christopher, I think you should give this example a pass. I'm not looking at everything in the chat here. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's take a couple of questions from the chat. Yeah, but hey, more praise for Nori. More praise for Nori. She
And
is
beautiful.
super
Love her hair.
intelligent. You can say that she is beautiful. I better not, but I'm glad you said it. Married. I don't want to get in trouble. Anybody else from Kashmir here? Kashmir. What a beautiful part of the world. Kashmir. I watch this YouTuber. His name is Carl Rock, and he lives in India right now. He's from New Zealand, but he lives in India, and he traveled. He's in Pakistan right now. So he's showing how, you know, there are a lot of differences between the Indian people and the Pakistani people, but he's trying to show that there are actually a lot of similarities as well. So thank you for tuning in from Kashmir. It's got to be pretty late in Kashmir, I think. All right, so we try Sita again one more time, maybe. Sita, here we go. Third time. In English, we say third time is a charm. And it is.
Hello.
Sita, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, Jamie, and you?
I'm so well. I'm so glad that it worked. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm kind of nervous because I was not able to do things to work here. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you're doing a great job. I'm so glad you came on. I know you said that you were a little nervous.
You know what's happening. I don't know if it's because I'm using the phone. I'm listening to you in the back, you know, as if I was listening to things that is being recording. I don't know. But
when we tried it last week, it worked perfectly.
It was okay. There was no problem.
And now we come on live. There are problems.
It's crazy.
Would you like to tell? Would you like to tell everyone about the beautiful city that you live in and what you get to look out your office window?
Of course. It will be a pleasure to talk about Rio a little bit. I'm from Minas Gerais. I think people could see that I'm from Brazil. I was born in Minas Gerais, but I live in Rio for a long time. And more than 40 years I'm living here. And it's a nice place to live.
It's a place that Jamie and I would love to visit. We watched a video last night. We talked about it, Sita, with Indigo Traveler, and he is in Brazil right now. And he ended his second video in Brazil on the beach at Rio, right at the Sugarloaf, I think it was.
Yes, these people that you are telling me about, I'm following the travel ban.
Yes.
This new one I'm not following now, but they are doing a great job showing Brazil.
Whoa, what is that place that we talked about? It's a little kind of village. Well, about 40,000 people live there. It's not too far from Rio. A lot of boating goes on, a lot of fishing.
Give me just a second, please.
Okay. I can't remember that town, but I would love to go to that town. I think it's just north of Rio.
I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Twilight. I know Brent thinks it's a corny movie.
I think I could guess what was happening. The platform from the live stream was working together with the YouTube, so I was crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness! I'm a boomer. I told you I'm a boomer.
Boomer.
Rod has something to talk about that, because sometimes he tries to help me with the computer to do our classes, and I'm crazy. Oh my goodness! You please, Brent, ask me again. You were talking about, I think, the village they showed on.
Yeah, I can't remember the village name. It's just north of Rio, but it's a little fishing village.
I know. It's Trindade.
What she said.
It's in Paraty.
Paraty. That's right. That's Paraty.
Paraty is the city. Trindade is the small village where the fishermen work.
Yeah,
It's an awesome place. Very beautiful. Very much nature around. It's awesome.
Looks beautiful. Hey,
if
Sita,
you come someday, I hope I can help you to go to beautiful places around here.
that sounds amazing. Sita, thank you so much for coming on with us.
No, not at all. It's a pleasure for me. You helped me a lot.
And I hope we can do this again sometime.
I told you that I met your channel because of Mr. Bob.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. When I decided to improve my English, I started to watch Mr. Bob. And then one day he gave you a shout out. And I said, oh, wow, maybe I should check this guy. And then I started following you. And then I met Rod. And Rod is helping me a lot. It's been a nice time. I think this time my English will really improve.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Thank you so much, Sita. And
yes, Sita, thank you. Your English is very good as well. You're doing a great job. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Sita. What were you saying about Twilight? I know I don't like the movie, but there might be some Twilight fans in here. And does it take place in Brazil?
When they go on their honeymoon, I don't want to spoil it. It's not even in the first movie. It's like, gosh, the third movie, I think. It's a series, and it's a series of books too that are really good. But they go through Rio, and it just looks so much fun. It's a big party, lots of drinking, lots of dancing, just everybody having a good time. So that's why I think Rio would be a lot of fun.
And Philippe says now, I've met a few Brazilians through this channel, Diego, Sita, Rod, of course, and they just seem like they're all so friendly. I'm sure there are some that are not friendly, but Brazil hides them well. All of the Brazilians that I've met have been extremely friendly.
That's the same with every country.
You think? I don't know.
About having nice people and not nice people?
Well, I don't know if the United States, if we hide our mean people as well.
No, we don't.
You know, I think we see a lot of mean Americans, but
yes, our media sucks. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Another question here, Grigori. Question about English. Why does English have such a strict order of complex adjectives? Why red big elephant is wrong, but big red elephant is fine? That's nonsense. It's true. Jamie, do you know the order of adjectives?
I do not. I think I just learned it from like listening to people talk.
Yeah, I would agree. I do not know. I know that English learners are taught the certain order, and I believe that there is a certain order for sure. And if you say it to a native speaker, it will probably sound a little funny. But don't let that stop you from speaking. If you have the adjectives out of order, it is not going to affect the meaning. We will know exactly what you're talking about. But like Jamie said, the more you listen, the more you will understand the order as well. But please, I would suggest never memorize that order. Once you start speaking, you'll probably forget it. Just say what's on your mind. If it comes out wrong, so what? You're not a native English speaker, but that listener, they will understand what you're saying.
Is that something we learned in school? This is the first time I've even heard of an order of adjectives. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's exactly like you said. We native English speakers are not taught that order. We just learn it as we listen to our parents, and we just pick up on it. But with that said, you can break the order sometimes, because now this example is like red big elephant. Oh, that does sound a little funny though, doesn't it? The red big elephant.
It's almost like we do size first and then color always.
Yeah, and I think the number is a thing too. But like I said, the seven big red elephants. So maybe it's like number first, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sita, you did not have to do that. Sita is a channel member. She helps us out each month, but she wanted to give a super chat, and that is so nice. You did not have to do that, Sita. Thank you so much. But when we come down to Brazil, we'll have to take you out for dinner. How about that?
Sure. I have a lot of people I have to take out to dinner when we can finally travel.
No kidding. No kidding. I would be happy to do it if we can get there. St. Petersburg, Hungary, and Sita, you nailed it. I would agree. We got Aroni. Oh, and Adriana from Poland. Oh my gosh. I wanted to get out of here within an hour because Rod does have a premiere. If we go over a little bit, Rod's premiere will be there. Sir, I always make an awful lot of mistakes, but I'm not afraid. I still try to speak. Right there. Do it. The more you speak, the better you will become. But getting over the fear of making mistakes, I think that's a great thing. Now, Aroni is coming on here. He wants me to start speaking my Italian soon. And I actually do have a language partner on Hello Talk. It's not Aroni. I know Aroni too well to make mistakes now. Oh yes, she is my wife. She is my wife. Madi. Oh, there will be a next time, Madi. Madi is from Saudi Arabia, and there will be a next time. Just learn the order of adjectives by heart. Ruddy, if that works for you, that might work. That might work. Yeah, I'm an English teacher, and what I say, it's just my opinion. Everybody learns in a different way, so keep doing what works for you. All right. Oh, Anya is here. Everybody's coming on. We got Anya, Adriana, Aroni.
Adriana.
I'm a little worried about
Hi.
Aroni.
Hi,
How are you?
Aroni.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
And don't forget,
Good.
Aroni has a YouTube channel where he teaches Italian and a podcast. Both are
Yeah.
very good.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, speaking about drinks, your drink, Jamie, it's massive. I mean,
Oh, okay. So I do.
I
I do
know.
just want to say that. So I just told Brent yesterday, like, I've really got to get back to getting like eating well, because this week I have not felt well at all. Like, my head's kind of been in we call it's a fog, it's like a slight headache from sugar and from carbohydrates, bread. And
Yeah.
in the morning, I don't drink coffee. I wish I did. It smells so good. But then when I taste it, I'm like, ugh, this is not good. So I usually do half Diet Coke, half Coke in the morning. But this is actually water right now because I'm trying to like detox my body a little bit. But it is water. But I like this because it's bad for the environment. This is styrofoam. I don't know if many countries use styrofoam to like for cups or takeout. But this keeps the ice really cold and not melting. So I reuse it. My family hates it that I do that, but this is water, and it's massive because I'm trying to drink a lot of water
Can
today.
you show the side of the cup? Doesn't it say XXL on the side?
Oh, it's extra
Yeah.
large. Yes.
Oh,
like
extra
jumbo or something like that.
Yes. So this is called
Crazy.
a Polar Pop. In the United States, it's just like a lot of sodas that you can pick from, and they have crushed ice, which is really good ice, or cubed ice. But this is water today because I'm really. I felt, Brent knows, I felt terrible last night from just the way that we had pizza and like this bread, and I've got to get back on.
Wait. Pineapple on pizza or not?
I don't eat pineapple pizza, Aroni. I don't know who does that, but
Finally.
do you do that?
I mean,
Do you put
you
pineapple
think-
on your pizza?
no, I mean, you
Oh.
think that I'm eating pineapple on pizza?
No, but you would have been very disappointed in our selection of pizza because we did have Domino's, but it was like $6.
Yeah, we have Domino as well here.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I mean, it's not bad pizza. And we had jalapeno and cheddar bread, and it was very, very good. Yeah.
Aroni, I have a question for you. Do Italians buy Domino's pizza?
I mean, like maybe young people mainly, just because it's trendy to buy American pizza, something like that. Let's call it like that. But yeah, I mean, personally, I tried one time first, maybe. Yeah.
Where
was
we
good.
live in
I
Maine,
mean, I'm not too picky about food. I mean,
Oh.
I'm so open-minded, so that's why I ask you about pineapple on pizza, because that's the only thing I can stand.
Well, there is a pizza place that we love in Portland. We should do a video there. It's amazing pizza. So they do a mango and like a spicy barbecue meat together. It's actually really, really good. That's the only time that I've had fruit on a pizza. And the mango and the spicy barbecue pork, it's amazing.
It's Otto's Pizza or something like that. Otto?
Oh, yeah.
Otto, yes.
Awesome. 8.
8, yes, Otto, yeah.
As I hold up 10 fingers.
Yeah.
Aroni, you're sitting down, right?
Yep.
This place, Otto, it puts potatoes on pizza.
I love fries on pizza.
No, this is mashed potatoes.
It's
Okay,
actually
no.
really good. They do mashed potatoes, bacon, cheese, and scallions. It's like a baked potato on pizza. It's really, really good.
Oh, I didn't tell. I should have told Adriana. I wanted to bring Adriana on. And
Oh my goodness, you here? Sorry.
Yes.
You
Hi,
didn't tell
Adriana.
me, and I was looking at the video.
Anya
Hello.
left, and I wanted to bring on. I'm sorry, Adriana. That was my fault. I should not have clicked that button. I should. Hey, let's bring Adriana.
I was
on.
looking at my phone at different things and listening to you guys. I didn't know I'm here.
I'm sorry. I know.
It's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
It's okay.
You were
I'm
waiting-
dressed.
You were waiting for
Now
such a
that
long
could have been
time.
That's the important thing.
You were waiting for such a long time. I felt bad. So
No, it's all right. I was just listening to it. It's, evening here. Good afternoon. What time is there? 6 hours from now. So it's like 1 p.m., right?
yeah, it is. It's 1 p.m.
You were talking about pizza, and Aroni said that before about the size of the cup. Like, I don't think we can buy something like that here in Europe.
No.
I mean, I haven't seen. Like,
Me
That's
neither.
what's wrong with America. That's because people drink this, like, sometimes people drink more than one of these a day of soda. So it's not a great habit.
And it costs like $1, right? It like costs like $1 for that.
This is $1. So,
Yeah,
well,
that's
all
true.
of them, no matter what the size is that you buy, like a small is $1 or this size is $1. So it's kind of hard not to like, it's a really bad habit that I'm really, really needing to break soon, like today.
I should introduce everyone to Adriana, and she is originally from Poland, but she is living in Germany right now.
Currently, I'm in Germany, yes.
Yeah, welcome.
It was really cold lately. I was checking out the weather in Fahrenheit, how it would be. It was about 0 Fahrenheit here. Really, so cold. I love summer. I hate winter. I mean, I miss sometimes the snow, and I remember when I was a kid, so much snow, but right now it's a little different. Yeah. Oh, by the way, have you seen that video, lawyers and filter cat?
Okay.
Yes.
So Adriana sent me, this is before I saw it, but Adriana sent me the Zoom call that has gone viral, and it is of a lawyer, and Adriana is a lawyer, but you saw it before I saw it here in the United States.
You know what's funny? Later, I was it was somewhere TV on, and I saw that in German TV. That I was like, oh, it went viral. It was even in German TV.
I actually just saw an interview with the lawyer that, like, I saw his face. Like, he did an interview with some media here, and he was really, really nice, and he was really, really embarrassed. So, but he's gone viral now. So
I think I can
I'm
actually,
not a cat.
just in case people in the stream have not seen this, I think I'm going to try something live. I think we can all watch it together.
What? Here's something new.
What?
Is it first time that we are that you have guests here, or I missed something? Because like lately I couldn't watch some many videos.
Oh, you don't watch the channel? Oh, yeah. This is the first time that
There's a playlist when I sleep. It's like views.
Yeah.
I'm turning off ad blocker, so
I got you. Listen, I'm going to try to share this screen here, and maybe we can watch this together. I don't know. Let's try it.
Oh, I think it's working.
Is it on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it is.
Here we go. Let's see.
do you have the volume off?
Is it not? It's coming through for me.
We can't hear it. Oh. Probably have different settings for that conference and the video on your computer. And yeah, I had to change some settings too.
Yeah.
But that was a really important conversation between lawyers, something public, and one guy had filter of the cat, and he didn't know how to turn it off. So it was his assistant. It was a pretty funny situation, and it went viral. Okay, sorry, I'm talking up again.
I think the day or two after you showed that to me, it was all over the place. Like you couldn't escape it.
When I watched that, it has a few millions already, and probably on different platforms too. So even more, not only on YouTube. Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to complicate things too much, but Samara is here from Turkey. Let's try to bring her on. See, I'm telling her before so she can kind of get ready. I still feel bad, Adriana, that I just...
No, it's all right. You keep saying that you're such a boomer. I was a boomer. I didn't click like join something, and later I was waiting, and then I clicked like go somewhere further, and first time here, so...
Yeah, okay. The first time. Okay, now we're getting really small.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
Samara, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing well. I decided to melt hair
Yours, look at mine.
when I see Adriana.
But it's the end of the day here, so forgive me.
My hair melts too, Adriana. Don't worry.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you are willing to come on when the hair is not perfect. It looks fine to me, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, Samara. Would you like to tell everyone a little bit about yourself? I know that you live in Turkey, a beautiful country.
Yeah, I live in Ankara. Ankara is a city of Turkey. Ankara is middle of the Turkey, but Turkey has awesome beaches and coasts. Ask me.
Yeah, Turkey looks so beautiful. And what's the one with the balloons? We've talked about it before. It's Cappadocia.
Yeah, Cappadocia is near here.
Oh, okay.
Is awesome place is Cappadocia. I have ever been just one time in Cappadocia. Ask another one.
Well, I know that Turkey is unique because it is half, well, not half, but it's partly in Europe and partly in Asia.
Yeah, we are middle of the Europe and Asia. Turkey between them. A little Europe, a little Asia.
Awesome. Hey, Christopher left a super chat. Thank you so much, Christopher. He says, keep those streams going, even though I don't see them all the time. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. #boomer. Yeah, I realize that everyone is so busy these days, but I just thank you for joining me, Christopher. Thank you so much for being a member as well. I don't know. We should probably get going. I think Rod has a stream. He has a premiere right now.
You know what? And one more thing, like you said, that I don't know why you said that people think that Americans are mean.
Mm-hmm.
I totally don't understand it, because like here in Poland, people don't smile at all. Like when you're on the street, no one is smiling. Do I know you? Of course, it's different when it's really small city and big city, but like Americans, for us, they smile a lot. They're super nice. In Poland, everyone is.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear, because we do often smile, and I usually mean it. You know, it's just like you don't want to make anybody feel unhappy. You're just like, hey, even if you don't know them. So that's good. At least one person.
I think what we mean by like mean, like I don't think sometimes Americans are nice to each other. Here lately, it's been that for me. I mean, I don't know how people see it on the media, how we are. I mean, we're so, a lot of places are not unified right now. There's so many people that disagree with each other, and apparently we don't know how to disagree politely with each other and it be accepting. So I think a lot of that, to me, has come out in the media just in the past few months, or the past year, really.
Yeah, we have similar situation in Poland, actually. And yeah, everyone's so divided. It started with politics, and later from the political view, oh, because you're yeah, I know, I understand.
I think for some Americans that I don't think we respect all people around the world, though. I think we we might look at say something like Italy. I think a lot of people will say, oh, Italy's a beautiful country, but they might look down on some other countries just because they are ignorant, and we're only taught like European history in school, where there's so much of the world to know, like Turkey. Turkey is not taught often enough, but they're a powerful nation, and they had the Ottoman Empire. Poland, was once a great empire. We just don't learn as much about other countries.
Oh, like, but at the same time, every country has their own history. If you would have to learn all of it, you would have to. You can learn if you want to. It's different if you want to. Different when you have to when you're at school, right? It's like reading books. You have to read it. Oh no, I have to.
Or you should.
You should read something. Yeah.
Oh, we might have missed. I'm having a hard time with the questions and talking. So if I've missed a question, I am sorry about that. Oh, somebody else?
And Red said that, I don't know if you've seen that, that he rescheduled his premiere or something.
Oh, okay.
On his channel. Oh, no worries. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, Rod. But I don't know, but I was just having so much fun talking with and Samara and I've never spoken with Samara just on the Discord, but I haven't spoken to you like in person on camera.
This is the first time, and this is the first time mine StreamYard.
Yeah, this is the first time I've done this with guests. So.
Thanks for this idea.
Oh.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Right.
It's pleasure to join to you, Jamie.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's so
nice
to meet you.
And Adriana and Aroni. Nice to be with you.
Thank you, Samara.
Thank you.
All right. Should we stay on? Should we stay on, or and if you have to go too, I don't want you to feel like you have to stay at Aroni. I know you're very busy. You're young. You're all over the place. You're a jet setter.
Yeah, I'm such a bit.
My children are so excited to come to Italy someday because they know how you dress and where you shop. So that's like their goal is to get to Italy and see where Aroni shops and what kind of clothes he has.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a fashion city, the capital of the fashion, so I'm not flexing, but yeah, we know how to dress. Not all that. I mean, it depends on people.
Aroni, just use some slang, but if you would like to learn some American slang, it's a good one. When you're showing off or you're pretty good at something and you just let everyone know, flexing. We used to call it bragging, but now it's flexing to all the young people like Aroni.
Right, but does that word have negative connotation? Because when you say, "Oh, he's bragging," so he's okay. All right.
even flexing can have a bad connotation or something like that.
And you don't care though, right? You don't care if people think it's a bad. You're flexing. You're fine with it, right?
Well, it comes from flexing your muscles to show how strong you are, right? And then now it's just kind of moved on to showing how flashy you are or how much money you have. It's all about how big, how much you have of something.
I love how easy in English language, like you can use some words and they become natural in language later. So many words.
And that's what also makes our language very difficult as well.
By the way, I'm not a flexer, so because people maybe see me for the first time and think,
right?
No, you're
I'm
not.
damn good.
Very humble, right?
Exactly. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. And Adriana, how long have you been learning English, if you don't mind me asking?
It's really tricky question actually, because in Poland, in school you have to learn languages. Usually there are two languages. It's English, German, Spanish, Russian, or something else. And when we graduate in school, high school, you have exam also from, it's B1 or B2, the level at least. And I learned English at school, but that was only, hey, how are you? How's it going? Right. And I started to learn, I don't know, a few years ago. I never learned in school.
Okay.
Just myself. And talking to my friends, I use English every day. I have friends all over the world. Americans mostly. When I can talk to them almost every day, from Ireland and other countries from Europe, so they use English too. We speak in English. I speak English. Yeah. That's it.
I don't think
There's
lot of
still a
people.
lot of work to do, and but yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah, I would think that most people really don't learn English in school, or languages in general. I think you have to do most of the work on your own.
Sometimes at work, there in Poland, it's really common that when you're working, that you're a company where you work, and you have to learn, you have to use the language they pay for your English lessons, like 2-3 times a week, in the morning or later. Or there are also private schools. The people go normally, or it's also popular that when it's a native English speaker, you could make money being in Poland just because people would like to go for a coffee with you and talk for real.
Gotcha.
So many times when I was in a restaurant somewhere, I could see people doing notes, so I could tell that it's not like date or a family, or just they were studying English, enjoying the food, and
but also helping other people try to. Yeah, that's great. Hey, Madi has a question. Talkative. Is that a bad word? Talkative. If someone is talkative, if you had a student, Jamie, you heard that they were talkative, would you say that was a bad word?
Well, I was that talkative student, so that was my problem in school my entire life. I didn't shut up and listen. So we have this saying in America, it doesn't matter where you put me, I'm going to talk to whoever's. I could be talking to the wall if I was in class. So a lot of times teachers will try to move students around the room so they don't talk as much, but I was the one that would talk to anybody. So talkative can be a really good thing, or it can be a really bad thing. I mean, you want
depends on the situation.
Yeah, it
like
depends on the situation.
It's really easy to meet new friends.
Yep.
And
that's why like when somebody says, oh, they're really talkative in class, I actually kind of like that, because I have one class where nobody talks. Like they're so quiet, and it's so hard to like have a conversation. Like yesterday, next week we're on break for American school here, and I have 8 kids in that pod, and I'm like, you guys have a good break, try to get outside, do something fun, I'll miss you, but I'll see you in a week, whatever. And they said nothing back to me. So in response to that, I just responded to myself, oh, you too, Miss Watson, have a great break, we'll miss you too. Like it's so, but they don't say they are not talkative at all. I don't know if it's because they're 8th graders, or I don't know what, or because it's such a small class, but I don't find talkative to be a negative word at all for me.
We'll sometimes say, like when we're teaching or when we say something and it doesn't really work, we'll say crickets. Just like you hear the crickets chirping.
Mm-hmm.
Samara said that her throat, she had a little bit of a sickness, but I think she did really well. It was so nice to meet Samara.
You know about that word talkative? When I was learning first, I thought that word was talk active. Not talkative, like active, like you can do something active.
Right.
But we learn.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Mistakes. I just watched something. So performers, it was on Miley Cyrus, who performed at the Super Bowl. She runs on a treadmill and sings at the same time, so that when she is active on stage, she doesn't come out of breath, or become out of breath, I should say.
Oh, by the way, how is the advertisers? How are the advertisers this year? I haven't seen yet. Were they good for Super Bowl?
It was actually I thought it was a down year, but I don't think with the pandemic, I don't think they could really be flashy, because so many people in America are not suffering, but maybe have lost their job or their home, or not being able to work. So I don't think a lot of money was spent. My favorite one was the Amazon commercial with Michael P. Jordan.
Michael P. Jordan.
Yeah.
The basketball player, the actor. Yeah.
Yes, that was my favorite. My other favorite was the young lady, the swimmer who was adopted, who lost her legs from an infection or something from where the country she was adopted from. And then I like the George Costanza commercial from Seinfeld.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So those are my three favorite. I don't know about Brent, or Aroni.
But Jamie, you like the Amazon one for the actor in it?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did actually.
I live on YouTube.
Yes. Yep, I did actually. Yep. And I even also the actor.
Anyone
Was
watching?
really good.
We have a little bit of an inside joke. For anyone watching, do you mind explaining either Aroni Aroni, why do you think she liked that one?
Because everyone commented under that, because wait, I watched an entire video only about commercial. So if you scroll down on the comment, you can see all the girls saying, "Wow, it's so hot," something like that. So maybe that's why.
English
we also watched a video, and I wouldn't even have thought about it actually, which is why I think it's America. But if that had been reversed and that had been a woman actress, and they had what do they call it, Brent, objectify the woman, it would have been a totally different reaction to that commercial.
But yeah,
it is true if a woman did that and a guy was looking at her. But yeah, he was a very you can tell that he worked out. Michael B. Jordan, he took his shirt off. Mamet is wondering, have you guys seen the car ad about Norway? That Will Ferrell was in that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, was a good one.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, then he mixes up Norway, Sweden. I laughed out loud when he threw up on the side of the boat.
Yeah.
He got seasick and he had to throw up. But I thought that was a pretty fun. Anything that Will Ferrell does kind of makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's great.
Whose phone? Her phone is talkative. Marty, what do you mean her phone is talkative? Oh! When your phone started ringing, I think the phone is talkative. Could be. But
we can hear you, Adriana.
Oh no, Adriana. Speaking of talkative, her volume is no longer working.
Oh gosh, really?
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. I muted my mic when I was
Oh.
Because my American friend, by the way, he called me, and it's 9 hours difference between us. And he called me just to talk, and I answered, and then I said, "I'm live on YouTube. I call you back." I send a link to the video later, and he will laugh probably.
That's awesome.
So now you're
bring him on. Bring him on.
No, he's shy.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on. It takes a lot, but. Brent, Jamie, I love this live format. Surprise. So that's good. I'm glad somebody likes it. I have a lot of fun. I just don't know if other people like watching it, but Aroni and Adriana and Jamie, it's, I think Nori is throwing a little shade at Marty. Marty should be talkative. Yeah, he did mention, Marty said that he would love to come on, but where he's at, it wouldn't be appropriate for him to come on right now. So I don't know if he's with family but he just said next time. He'll be on next time. All right. Should we, Rod did reschedule his live. I feel bad. We went over.
We should probably wrap it up for him.
But I had a lot of fun. It's always great to talk with Aroni, Adriana, Samara.
I didn't expect I will be here.
What's that?
No, I didn't know I'll be here for so long.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. But I am on vacation this week, so I would like to do a Zoom call with members. I'll try to put it up as early as possible. But Patty. So Patty liked it? Oh no. He said he guesses. I hope Marty will come on at one time with us. It's so fun though, reading the comments and hearing your reactions.
Oh, and Elena said, "Oh, did you say oh Boże?" Yeah, it's like oh my God in Polish. And so I hear some super familiar words. Yeah, oh Boże.
Before we go, Adriana. So Adriana, Polish is written in the Latin script, but how difficult would it be for you?
And a few more letters. Our alphabet is longer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A few more letters.
When somebody speaks Russian or Ukrainian, how much can you pick up?
Just a few words. I don't know how does it work from the other side, but I can understand just a few words. And we have like 2 million Ukrainian people right now in Poland. They work, mostly workers, and so you can hear Ukrainian language everywhere. Okay. And they speak Polish. You can hear the accent, but yeah. But I totally can't. I don't know how to read this. I've never learned. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a little bit different. I'm trying right now, but my focus is Italian. I promise. My focus is Italian.
Well done.
Che cosa è successo? Oh, my brother speaks Italian, and it was a time that we were listening so many Italian songs, watching movies. I pick up some words, but I don't speak Italian. Oh, and I had an Italian friends when I was a kid. Yeah, we still have friends, but yeah.
Nori says, I've heard Aroni saying pizza.
Pizza.
It's so interesting.
She always thinking about pizza, Nori.
Pizza.
Who doesn't like pizza, right? Oh, guys, and you in America, do you use fork and knife for pizza?
It depends on if you have like messy pizza.
What's out?
Domino's pizza, we don't use fork and knife, but Otto, we don't either because it's well, maybe with the mashed potato pizza we might.
Maybe. But we have something that Italians don't have, I think. That's what we call Chicago deep dish. So it's a really thick crust, and you almost need a fork and knife for that pizza.
Yeah,
it's like a pie.
We call it like gourmet pizza. We use like a French word, gourmet, for that pizza. But yeah, personally, I use knife and fork when I eat pizza. But,
Italian, really?
But just because I don't like the grease on my hand when I'm trying to eat pizza, so I'm using.
You don't want to get it on your Gucci.
Stop.
Samara said that the Cyrillic script is awesome. Yeah, I love the little I that the Turkish language has too. It's almost like a half of an I. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna jump off because I'm going to work out with my son. But thank you so much. It was nice to meet you, Adriana, in person.
Nice to meet you too. Have a good one.
Yes, you too. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was so much fun.
All right.
Maybe I'll wake up earlier next time too and get on.
See ya. I'm gonna go eat while you are working out.
Someone has to burn the calories, right?
Exactly. My man says, as far as I know, it's quite easy for Ukrainians to learn Polish. I had a Ukrainian friend who can speak Polish. Very nice. Very nice. So, Madi says, thank you. Yeah, I should. No, Samara says the Turkish language is very easy. No, I've heard that for English speakers. I think for a lot of Europeans, Turkish is really hard with the way the sentences are structured, right, Adroni?
Yeah.
I think it's very tough. I watched this one guy. He's a polyglot. He can speak many languages, and he was learning Arabic, Turkish, and Persian at the same time. He had to stop Turkish because it was so hard, and he knows like 20 languages. His name's Steve Kaufman. All right, what do you say?
Sorry, is the same guy who sent me a video that he spoke Polish? I don't remember. That was him?
Ooh, no, that was another guy. He's an Italian guy, actually. Luca Lamparello.
Oh, okay. It's a different one.
Yeah,
I know
he's
him.
good too, though. He lived in England for a little while.
Yeah, he speaks really, really well. I couldn't tell that he's not Polish, really.
Are you serious?
Really? Yeah.
And he speaks
He's so good.
English with very little accent. So
Hmm.
I think he knows like 10 languages. Luca. All right. I'm gonna
Okay.
get off. How about that?
That will be we will be on YouTube again.
Yeah. I'll take it down after a couple days. How about that?
No, it's all right.
Okay,
You are live, y'all.
You're still on my Instagram too, Adriana.
I am still. I couldn't find
Or
this.
did I take it down? Did you ask me to take it?
I don't know.
I might have taken it down. If you asked me to take it down, I took it down.
It's all right.
Okay.
And that fame will come finally.
Right. You're gonna have to beat him back with a stick. Get back. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everyone for joining in the chat too. I'm sorry I missed some questions, but there will always be next time. See you all.
I'm sorry.
You want to
Do
say
I have
last?
to do something to disconnect, or you're taking care of everything?
You want me, I can go like this. Boom.
Bye.
All right, it's just me now. So I will sign off. But again, thank you all for joining. Thank you to all the guests. We will do this again next time. Maybe I'll put up a poll. Did you like this, or was it not really helpful for you to learn English? I'll put up a poll. But hey, thank you so much. Breno, that's almost like my name. Breno Silva. Are you from Brazil? I bet you might be. All right. Hey, thank you so much. I'm signing off now. For real. I promise.